to the deposit slip at his local bank. The Miami Heat and Bam Adebayo have agreed to a 5-year max extension. His agent told our Zach Lowe the deal includes an escalator clause. I would love one of those. He could get to $195 million over 5. I do not have a escalator clause.
Elevator, anything, give it to us. Let's see why they got all that cash. Let's just 17 seconds of Bam right here. All-Star for the first time. Won the skills competition All-Star weekend. Came in second for most improved player voting. Became the first player in Heat franchise history with a 15-point per game, 10 rebound a game, and 5 assists per game season. I swear Gary Payton did that. Best moment came in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference against the Celtics. Resist. Blocks Jason Tatum right there. The first block of a potential game-tying or go-ahead dunk in the final minute of a playoff game since the advent of play-by-play stats in 1996-97. Here's how it's handled by professionals. Bang!
Clock at 7. Working against Butler. Got downhill. Couldn't punch it. Bam says, get it out of here. Adebayo, sky high with the block and rejection. Wow.
Adebayo, they won that game. They went on to do okay as well.
All right, Kenny, you sit right there and talk to Bobby Marks here, the mayor of Naples. Well, I talk about Brandon Ingram. Like Brandon, like me, he's skinny. I prefer lean. As I mentioned, set career highs last year, most improved player. Biggest improvement was in three-point shooting, Kenny. He knocked down 150 of those, more than he made the first 3 seasons combined. So he's 23 years old, slowly getting better. He gets paid. His top moment came against the Jazz in January. 49 points, shot 60% from the field. That's 15 of 25. Look at his free throw shooting, 16 of 20. Joined Shaq and Kareem, the only players, NBA history, to score at least 49 points on 25 or fewer shots prior to their 23rd birthday. Kenny.
All right, we welcome in our front office insider, Bobby Marks, for more on this. So Bam got big pile of money, deservedly so, for how well he played in Miami's good run. What else can the team do in the short term or long term now as far as the money goes?
Well, for the long term, they took the Bam Adebayo $15 million cap hold for next offseason and replaced it with a $28 million contract, and that knocked off about $13 million in flexibility for next year. Right now, they're projected between $25 and $27 million next offseason. Not enough to go out and get a max player, but this Miami front office is the gold standard as far as how they can go out and find players. We saw it in 2010 with LeBron, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade fitting those 3 contracts under the cap. And we saw it last year with the Jimmy Butler sign and trade. But this roster is set for now. But next offseason is when they're going to make their mark where they have enough flexibility again.
I can't plan that far in advance. I checked in with Jamal Crawford because it's my job. Nothing doing right now. There's room for him down there, by the way. It seems like there's been 1 million deals in the last 5 days or so. What deals are left to be done and who has money to do them?
Yeah, well, we just saw Bogdanovic go to Atlanta. Sacramento elected not to match that $72 million offer sheet. So we take the Hawks off the board. They do not have cap flexibility. Now we switch to Sacramento. They've got 5 roster spots, a little bit of money to go out and fill those holes. New York is still sitting on a pile of money, about $19 million in cap space. And of course, even Charlotte, after that Gordon Hayward signing of $120 million, it has about $6 million left. So those are the teams that have flexibility, but we're only a week away from training camp, so most of these rosters are already set.
Thanks for joining us. That's a lot to keep track of. Glad you're the one doing it.
Primed to be a return to prominence for the Warriors' Klay Thompson. That is, until the 5-time All-Star injured his Achilles working out last week, ending his season before it started. He's expected to make a full recovery and be ready for the 2021-2022 season, but the injury had to be a heartbreaker for Thompson, who missed all of last season after tearing his ACL in Game 6 of the 2019 NBA Finals. His splash brother, Steph Curry, explained his reaction to the news of Thompson's injury to the undefeated's Mark Spears.
To get that call was a gut punch for sure. A lot of tears, a lot of, you don't really know what to say because a guy like that having to go through, 2 pretty serious rehabs now. But at the end of the day, we have to have his back. We hope that he's around and he's part of what we're going to do this year through his rehab and staying connected with us, because he can come back strong. He is that type of guy that loves the game so much that he's going to do whatever it takes to get back out there on the floor and be himself. And that's what we hope. That's all. That's the confidence that we have. And this is 2.5 years of rehab is tough for anybody. But we're hoping for the best.
Sounds like you had an emotional call with him.
With him, with Bob, Coach Kerr.
But you said there were some tears.
From my part, you feel for a guy that had worked so hard to just get back out on the court and 2 or 3 weeks out, something like that happens. But I think at the end of the day, like I said, you got to have a big picture mentality with this one. It's easier said than done for him going to another rehab, but there's a lot of time left in his career.
Good stuff there from Steph Curry. First Takes. Stephen A. Smith joining us now in SportsCenter. So prior to the Klay Thompson injury, you said that the Warriors were the biggest threat to the Lakers in the West, and things, of course, have changed. We're now less than a month away from the season. So who's the biggest threat with the defending champs there now in the West?
I'm going to say it's the Los Angeles Clippers, somewhat by default. I don't think Denver has gotten stronger. The Houston Rockets certainly haven't gotten stronger, and obviously the Warriors situation is what it is. But when you look at the Los Angeles Clippers, not only did you acquire Serge Ibaka, we like Montrezl Harrell, the reigning sixth man of the year, but he can't shoot from the perimeter the way Serge Ibaka can, and he's not the rim protector that Serge Ibaka is. So as a result of that, you've improved defensively, you've improved offensively, and on top of it all, you still have Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Nobody in basketball should be more motivated to show up for this upcoming season than those two, considering the 3-1 lead they gave up to the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference semifinals. And if you are Kawhi Leonard, remember, they traded all of those picks so they could acquire Paul George, because that's what he wanted them to do. And as a result, they didn't have the assets to get a CP3 in the offseason to upgrade that point guard position, which is something Kawhi Leonard wanted to do. So all eyes should be on him. He should be required to show up. We know he can because he's a two-time champion and a two-time finals MVP. But now, with you in that microscopic spotlight, the way we put LeBron James in there, let's see how Kawhi Leonard responds to that challenge.
Okay, now let's go to the East. And what's the significance of this news today with the Heat agreeing to a max deal with Bam Adebayo?
Well, the significance is that ultimately, it's compromising your ability to go after the Greek Freak. Now, either the Greek Freak has let it be known that he has every intentions of staying in Milwaukee, or Pat Riley in Miami. He said, hell no, we're not taking our chances. We're going to make sure we lock up Bam Adebayo for years to come with the contract that they gave him. Obviously, Bam and the Greek Freak, if I remember correctly, they have the same agent, so he'd have a clue or an inkling about what the Greek Freak was looking to do. Nevertheless, if you're the Milwaukee Bucks, you're feeling confident that you're going to be able to keep the Greek Freak, albeit there's no guarantee. If you're Pat Riley in the Miami Heat, you were saving that cap space to make sure you could go after him without trying to acquire him via a sign and trade or anything like that. Because they signed Bam Adebayo to this contract, it's going to be significantly more difficult to get your hands on a Greek Freak, assuming that's an opportunity that you'll have.
We will be following the developments surrounding Giannis, of course, for the next month. Tuesdays here on the 6 p.m. SportsCenter, they're very special with Stephen A.
You know what the segment's called? Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
But you know what time it is. Hold on to your seat. You know what time it is. Play that animation for me, please.
Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. There you go. Get knocked down by a breeze. What does he do? Get Tabasco sauce in his eye. Oh, no, you didn't. Not only can you not play football, you can't act either. Oh, no, you didn't. If you put shorts around your mouth, you're going to have bad breath. All the detergent in the world can't help that. Oh, no, you didn't. That's my list for this week.
I'm just hoping we don't talk about shorts again this week.